Lions waste best season in franchise history after falling apart to underdog Commanders in home playoff game. The sixth-seeded Commanders were nearly double-digit underdogs, but ended up winning by double digits. A franchise record 15 regular season wins was washed down 8 Mile Road for the Detroit Lions. In a disastrous 45-31 loss to the Washington Commanders on Saturday, the Lions watched their best regular season in franchise history go to waste. Commanders rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels threw for 2 touchdowns in a near-flawless performance as Washington reached the NFC Championship game for the first time since winning the Super Bowl 33 years ago. "It's a surreal moment," Daniels said. The sixth-seeded Commanders, 14-5, were nearly double-digit underdogs against the Super Bowl favorite Lions, 15-3, and overcame doubts as they did all season with a rookie quarterback, new coach, and general manager. "I always believed that we could achieve more than people give us credit for," Daniels said. Detroit, the NFC's no. 1 seed for the first time, doomed its chances by turning it over 5 times. "If you turn the ball over 5 times against that team, it is going to be hard to win," Lions coach Dan Campbell said. Washington rookie Mike Sainristil had 2 interceptions, including one on a trick play with receiver Jamison Williams throwing into coverage off a reverse in the 4th quarter. And Quan Martin returned a pick 40 yards for a touchdown. Jared Goff threw 3 picks and lost a fumble, turning it over 3 times in the ill-fated first half. Daniels finished with 299 yards passing and 51 yards rushing, and just as important, didn't turn the ball over. He became the second rookie quarterback to knock off a top-seeded team, joining Joe Flacco, who led Baltimore past Tennessee on Jan. 10, 2009. "Nothing surprises me with him," said receiver Terry McLaurin, who turned a short pass from Daniels into a 58-yard touchdown. First-year coach Dan Quinn led Washington to its first playoff win in 19 years last week. The Commanders rallied past Tampa Bay for their 6th comeback win and 5th straight on the final play from scrimmage in regulation or overtime. The Commanders, who converted 3 of 4 fourth downs, didn't let Detroit keep it that close. "Give them credit," Campbell said. "They earned that game, and we didn't." Washington outscored Detroit 28-14 in the second quarter, the highest-scoring quarter in NFL playoff history, to take a 31-21 lead at halftime. Daniels had 242 yards passing in the first half, setting a rookie record 1 week after becoming the first rookie to lead his team in yards rushing and passing in a playoff win. The former LSU star, who was the No. 2 pick overall, was 22 of 31, including the long TD on the screen to McLaurin and a 5-yard throw for a score to Zach Ertz in the second quarter. Brian Robinson ran for 77 yards and 2 touchdowns. Goff finished 23 of 40 for 313 yards with a touchdown pass to Sam Laporta that gave the Lions their last lead midway through the second quarter. Detroit's Jahmyr Gibbs ran for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Amon-Ra St. Brown had 8 receptions for 137 yards. Goff fumbled in a collapsing pocket on 3rd and 1 from the Commanders' 17 late in the first quarter, and Washington took advantage. Daniels converted a 4th and 3 from the Detroit 9 to extend a drive capped by Robinson's 2-yard touchdown run. 3 snaps after Daniels' TD throw to McLaurin, Goff overthrew his intended target and Martin intercepted it and took it to the end zone, putting the Commanders ahead 24-14. Goff took a hit from linebacker Frankie Louvu on the interception return and was evaluated for a concussion. With backup Teddy Bridgewater under center, Williams scored on a 61-yard reverse. Detroit's defense, though, could not stop the Commanders all night. Washington set a season high in points. The Lions had a chance to cut into the deficit in the final minute of the first half, but Goff's pass over the deep middle was picked off by Sainristil in the end zone. The Lions' lost season will now find a place in the franchise's chronicled history of disappointment. The Lions organization is often considered one of the least successful in the NFL, being just one of 4 franchises that has never reached the Super Bowl. The Lions are also one of 2 franchises that had a 0-16 season, becoming the first team to do it in 2008. The Cleveland Browns became the only other team to do it, joining the club 9 years later in 2017. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers went 0-14 in their first season in the NFL in 1976 before the league expanded to 16 games. Prior to last season, Detroit had gone 32 years without even winning a playoff game. It snapped that streak last postseason with wins against the Los Angeles Rams and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. However, the Lions' run halted after blowing a 24-7 third-quarter lead to the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game.